Australia's record-breaking dry spell is not only contributing to catastrophic bushfires and dying crops and livestock, it's also causing many houses across the nation to crack. Business reporter Rachel Papazoni has been looking into the issue and she joins me now in the studio. Rachel, what's causing these cracks?
So as you mentioned, this ongoing drought that we're experiencing means that we're seeing a lot more of this cracking. So if you picture a house, it's built onto footings. Underneath that, of course, is whatever soil was there. If it's more of a clay kind of soil, it's more likely to soak up water but also repel it like a sponge, depending on what the weather conditions are like. And that's normal. So we expect to see drying out in summer and further moistening in winter. But what we're seeing is because of the drought, we're seeing much drier, longer periods. So therefore that drying out of the subsoil moisture is going on for much longer. So when the soil dries out, it contracts, and then anything above it, so the walls start to move. And as those walls move, then cracks are occurring. And so we're seeing more of that, and we're seeing those cracks widen as well.
And this is not just happening in regional areas where the drought may be being felt more acutely. This is really widespread. It's happening in inner cities as well.
That's right. Particularly a lot of the feedback we've had from people in the community is in older homes where there wasn't as much research done into building those houses 100 years ago under the ground, but new houses are not exempt from this. And also this drying out is also seeing materials shrink and contract at different rates as well. So wood, brick, steel, they're all changing. So all those different changes are moving in different ways and causing those cracks in places like Sydney, Adelaide, particularly bad, all across Australia. There's no area that is exempt from this.
And so what can people do if they find the cracks?
A lot of the experts that I spoke to a range of geotechnical engineers. Essentially, the message is don't do anything, because if you patch them up now when they're at their worst, in winter, when hopefully the soils moisten up again, those cracks will disappear or thin. So if you've patched them up, more cracks will appear, so you're just going to create more problems. So solutions include building bigger foundations to begin with, but also just trying to keep that moisture level consistent. Place things like watering gardens, but not overwatering, so there's the risk there, as well as construction-wise. You can build footpaths all the way around the property to ensure that moisture difference is further away from the walls of the house. But the key piece of advice from the geotechnical engineers is if you're really concerned, get an expert in to take a look.
Okay, Rachel Papazoni reporting there. Thank you.